So, felt really great. Was it already yesterday? And then today I was in doubt and like, there's so many ideas. How am I going to make this video? And it's overwhelming. And will I even ever make it in time? And no one's going to be interested. As the mind is wont to do, to things that bring us joy. So I just kept kind of bringing myself back to like, what is, the very next step, and if any, and I decided I'm going to go to the beach for a few days, which I've been wanting to do, and the ocean is very, the whole performance is about connecting with Mother Earth, so the ocean's a big part of that, and I love the idea of just being able to connect like that. But then I was like, maybe I should just stay home and, be with my computer and in a controlled environment, and it's like, no, you're gonna just keep following what feels good to you, which is what brought you to this idea in the first place. So not just that, I had to figure out why I was feeling bad first, but yeah, same thing. And then, so I had lunch today with my parents and the woman, her name is Julie, who heads this organization in DC that supports the comfort woman. And it's a shame that that's the only phrase I can use quickly that will let people know the specific population I'm talking about, because of course it's a euphemism, and the appropriate way to say it would be, women that were kidnapped and turned into sex slaves during World War II. Yeah, a lot of women all across Asia, hundreds of thousands. They weren't comfortable. And so I had been thinking about maybe I should work with her. I definitely knew there was a connection there, and we had so many, there was a lot of synchronicities, and also she's kind of in the more professional arena. She's like a professor and an administrator, and works as a curator and in all of these organizations, and I felt like, maybe this is kind of like my way, I don't know, to legitimize or be a bridge, like, and it felt safer, but there was a part of me that was worried about going backwards by going into that world. Like, kind of, I worked very hard to kind of let go of my own ideas about, wanting to further my education, thinking that it was necessary, so I could fit into that more professional mold, and just realizing I don't want to. Like, I don't believe in it. I don't think that's the best use of my time. And I want to believe in a world where I don't need to do something just to have credentials or build a reputation, like that who I am would say enough. But I know that's very idealistic, and so there was a part of me that, in my struggle with money and everything, that was like, okay, maybe I just need to be like more in the game. And so upon meeting her today, I was thinking, I should really be more active and just ask straightforwardly if there's a job I could do for money. Because when we were talking before, there was a lot I was interested in volunteering for, but because she's doing a lot, she's spreading herself thin, doing a lot of mostly volunteer work, as many people do, who are passionate about a cause. Anyway, it didn't seem like there was any connection there with the job, and a part of me knew. It was like I was only asking because I felt like I should, and in front of my mom, like, I'm trying. No, but I felt like maybe, I should try to take a middle road. And then what I discovered later is that what she wants, we had a deeper conversation, and what she really wants is something totally different than what appears on the outside, and I think I might work with her, you know, as a client. So, and I just felt this again, that deep resonance, but it's like kind of the reversal, right? You think that you're going to someone because you need to receive, but oftentimes it's what we have to give. And I felt like I was only able to see that because I let go of this whole thing with money, like feeling like I don't have value, or I don't have money, so I need to like look at people or opportunities as a way to somehow get it, and I wasn't coming from that place today. And I feel like that opened something up, and of course, because we were a connection, there's something going on her side too. But it was like she came to me like ready, like there was an opening, an invitation for me, instead of me trying to sell myself or get something that I don't even really want to satisfy some societal expectation. So that felt really powerful, especially considering, that's everything that's up for me right now. And then the thought of, with the video, for the campaign or whatever I'm going to do, I just got clear on kind of, I picked out costumes, there were easy things I have here that, really came to my mind's eye when I pictured the different characters I want to include. And then, okay, this whole other thing, but so that my house that we've been trying to sell, it's the house I kind of grew up in, on the Eastern Shore. It's on the market, and I was kind of hoping it would sell for a long time, just to ease my parents, and also because if they're at ease, I just feel more at ease. And that hasn't been selling, and it's been odd. Like, people aren't even looking at it. It's a beautiful house, but I kept thinking maybe there's a reason for that. Like, maybe we're supposed to keep it for some reason, or I thought about using it as like a retreat center, I actually thought maybe like I was going to get married last year and that we were going to buy it from my parents, and that's why it hadn't sold, But first of all, it's pretty much paid off, but there's a lot of debt that my parents need to pay from that sale. So it's kind of like it's not. And even if it was completely paid off, like there was no debt attached to that, no lien, the monthly fees alone are like over a couple $100 because of it's in like a country club community, so you have a golf course, and it's nice, but yep, you pay these fees. And then property taxes, everything is just so high there. So to make it worth keeping would be a lot. And I'm like, I'm not making any money right now to even support myself, much less like to somehow legitimize keeping this over $1 million house, And actually, in the thought of doing retreats, I thought of that, but it's like, that's actually not what if it naturally happened that I wouldn't want the pressure. Like, I don't even picture myself being there, like, full time, even if it was free for me. So, the idea of, having it make sense. But, so today, I met with a real estate agent, found out it's probably, I'm still open, but I'm realizing that it may not be selling anytime soon. So, and I've thought about renting it before, or doing Airbnb, but it never seemed like worth the effort. Like, it's going to sell soon, and that's a lot to have it be, guest ready. because it's an old house and whatever. Uh, but today I was like, maybe that I could do that. I'm really meant to do that. Then I could have like some money, and then my mind was going, like this makes so much sense. And then, I could help my parents, and then I would feel less guilty. And then so I realized I wasn't doing that from a place of joy. Like, okay, if you had money, would you do this? It's like, fuck no. I wouldn't be worrying about putting up fucking descriptions about this place and cleaning up after people. Like, fuck no. But when I checked in with like, okay, what would make me happy? Then I got all of these ideas. Like, oh, my sister-in-law Sujong, she's like really good at like she likes making places beautiful, like homes. And so I'm like, maybe she would love it. And then maybe I could hold retreats there sometimes, because we would already kind of have the place guest ready, and then it would be more lived in, and we'd be motivated to take better care of it. And so even if the house sold, like, yeah, maybe it would help it sell. So I still have to talk to her, and I don't know, but it was really amazing for me to kind of, it's like when I let go of the attachment, like feeling like I need this to happen, and the idea stems from my head, it doesn't feed me, and so it becomes like work. But once I let it go, and then I didn't have to think of it. Like, it's like once I let go of even the possibility, suddenly this new idea came that was kind of delightful and exciting. So trying to just keep trusting these little breadcrumbs. Right. The whole point of making this video actually was to, was to share this thing that my fucking painting showed me. So weeks ago, I saw in my painting, my shamanic painting, that I saw a thing, what looked like to me, salmon swimming upstream. And of course, it's a good metaphor, right? Like, okay, that's the struggle, that's the default, you know? Well, just 2 days ago, I was looking at the painting, and instead of a salmon, I saw it as totally from a different perspective, right? Instead of a small salmon, I saw that as a boat, and a little figure riding it in this like stormy place, right? And I was like, oh, she's like the captain of her ship. That's what it felt like. And I was like, yeah. And then I looked at it again, and it was like, no, she's not even steering the ship. It's more like riding a whale, just fucking surfing, like effortless. And just like there in joy. Last night, I was listening to a recording from Saryan, a spiritual teacher, and he was talking about the earth and laying on Mother Earth, which I've been doing a lot lately, and how you receive healing energy from her, and to feel her as if she is a live organism beneath you, and like feel the wave of energy like you're riding a whale. He actually fucking said that phrase. And it, yeah, that kind of stuff blows my mind. So that was one aspect of it, and there's more.